What's up, guys? Let's talk about exercise selection for back training. Now, the back has a lot of different muscles, and I do believe that you should hit the back from various angles to sort of optimize or maximize the potential for muscle gain. If you're sort of minimalist, you can absolutely get away with doing only 2 exercises. Then that would be one vertical pulling movement and one horizontal pulling movement. So it could be a pull down or a chin up or a pull up and a row variation. But to sort of maximize the back, I would say you should use or train exercises that belong to 4 different categories. And when I mean categories, I mean one vertical pulling movement where your arms are close to your body, one horizontal pulling movement where your arms are close to your body like this, then another vertical pulling movement where your arms are out to here, and then another horizontal pulling movement where your arms are also out to here. So where your arm is, at least on the horizontal pulling movements, is going to affect how much the latissimus dorsi and the teres major can contribute to the exercise. So here you're going to be engaging more lats, teres major, here less so, and more so rhomboids and trapezius. So the thing with doing, let's talk about some specific exercises. So I used to do heavy lat pull downs, and what I found to be negative about that is there's room for, movement. It gets jerky, body English. You sort of use body inertia to get the weight started, and it doesn't really lend itself to training very heavy, in my opinion. Therefore, you should rather go for chin-ups, supinated or neutral, and add weight in a belt. It's a closed chain exercise, and you can more easily train heavy without it becoming, bad form. Much easier to keep it strict. The reason why I maybe wouldn't do overhand pull-ups is because anecdotally, or what I've experienced for myself and what I've seen, is that people tend to skimp on the range of motion with pull-ups, and it's harder to increase the weight on pull-ups doing it like this. So doing chins like this or supinated, it's going to be easier to do the full range of motion all the way up and also add weight to the belt. There's some nuance to how the grip affects also not only the bicep but also the back. So for supinated to semi-supinated chins, you're going to be activating more bicep and you're going to be stronger in that movement. For overhand, it's going to be less bicep since you're going towards a pronated grip, but it's also going to give you more adduction compared to more pure extension of the shoulder. So ideally, you would find a middle ground where you have a little bit of adduction but also extension. So a neutral grip pull-up where you're not super close but maybe out to here, then you get a little bit of both extension and adduction. And also the thing with neutral grip rows or pull-ups in general is that it's very kind on the wrist. It's good for longevity if you have wrists that don't feel too good when doing them when you're doing fully supinated chins, because the wrists has a tendency to want to pronate when you get all the way to the top. So it's much kinder, good for longevity to do them neutral. So what I would do if I were to choose 4 exercises, I would do the neutral grip chin up heavy, then I would do a cable row or a T-bar row with arms here, then a pull down but very strict all the way down with your arms out like this, so more adduction, not only extension purely. And lastly, another horizontal pulling movement like a T-bar row where you're out to here to hit more so the rhomboids and the traps and not so much the lats and the teres major. Could also do a face pull to get some external rotation, but face pulls, it's more of a prehab exercise. You can't really use that much weight on a face pull compared to a actual row where you're just out to here. Being here also on a row is still gonna hit your rear delts very well. So that's it. That's the 4 categories of pulling movements. Vertical here, horizontal here, vertical here, and horizontal here. And then you can just choose your own exercises to put within each category.